Hello students, my name is Sunana. I'm here to teach you geography today. I hope you have all been practicing whatever you have learnt until now and you have scored a lot of points. So let's begin with learning the first chapter of geography today, Indian position and extension. Like I told you all students, even in the previous chapters, what do we do when we are starting a chapter? We first understand what all topics we would be learning in the chapter. So let's look at what we will be learning in the first chapter of geography. We will be learning the latitude and longitudinal extent of India. I want to believe that all of you know what is the latitude and you also know what is the longitude. If you all don't know, I will be teaching it to you all further. Important latitudes and longitudes that pass through the country of India. Next, we would be learning about frontiers of India, both in terms of land and in terms of water. Finally, we will learn who are our neighbors, which country is our neighbor, on which side, our northern neighbors, our northwest neighbors, our northeast neighbors, our southern neighbors, and so on. And administrative divisions of India. When we say administrative divisions of India, we refer to how many states and union territories the country is divided into. Finally, we would be learning about the important lines and boundaries of India. Okay students, let's begin. Open your textbooks. The first thing we would learn is location of India. Geographically, it means when you look at the map, the world map, geographically, India is located in the northern hemisphere. What is the meaning of hemisphere? First, let's understand. The entire earth is divided into two parts, up, down. The line at the center is called the equator or the 0-degree latitude. It divides the earth into exactly two halves. The half on the top is called northern hemisphere. The bottom, the one below, is called southern hemisphere. Students, if you notice, India is completely above the equator. So it is said to be in the northern hemisphere. Okay, I hope you understood why India is said to be located in the northern hemisphere and is at the center of the eastern hemisphere. Now, when we see up and down, this is north, this is south. And when we look at dividing as left and right. So, this is the line. The line at the Greenwich divides the earth again into two parts. One part on the left, one part on the right. The part on the right, to the right of the Greenwich, is the eastern hemisphere. On the left is the western hemisphere. If you notice, India is on the east, on the right, exactly in the middle. So, India is in the northern hemisphere and in the eastern hemisphere. It is a peninsula. What is the meaning of peninsula? Peninsula is a mass of land which is surrounded on three sides with water and on one side with land. So, India has water on three sides and the land of Asia on its north. Hence, it is called a peninsula. Where is it situated? In Southeast Asia. So, what did we learn? India is in the northern hemisphere, eastern hemisphere, and is situated in the Southeast Asia. Students, now we are going to discuss the latitudinal and the longitudinal extent of India. When I am going to talk about latitude, I am going to talk about from what point in the northern hemisphere to the what point in northern hemisphere is the mainland of India situated. India extends from 8 degrees 4 minutes north to 37 degrees 6 minutes north. A very important question from exam point of view. What is the latitudinal extent of India? 8 degrees 4 minutes to 37 degrees 6 minutes north. The longitudinal extent of India means from east to west. How much is the extent? So it is from 68 degrees 7 minutes east to 97 degrees 25 minutes east. Y'all may get a doubt, ma'am, why east and east in both the places? And in terms of latitude, why north and north in both the places? We speak of latitude and longitude by considering in which hemisphere the country is located. If you all remember, we discussed India is in the northern hemisphere. So when we spoke about latitude, we always put the word north. And then we also discussed that India is in the eastern hemisphere. So when we put longitudes, we put east in both the cases, starting point to ending point. Okay. Students, very important from exam point of view. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands, go to further south and they add to India's, tell me, will they add to India's longitude or latitude? Of course, they will add to India's latitude. The Indira Point in Andaman and Nicobar Island is the southernmost point or tip of India. Which is the northernmost? It is the Indira Col. Where is it situated? In Jammu and Kashmir. The Tropic of Cancer, it is a latitude or longitude? It is a latitude. What is the degrees at which it passes? 23.5 or 23.5 degree north latitude is the Tropic of Cancer. It passes exactly through the center of the country. It divides India into two halves. Which latitude? The Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degree north. Students, now we learnt about a very important latitude that passes through India, the Tropic of Cancer. Now let's look at a very important longitude that passes through India. 82.5 or 82.5 degree east longitude is the central meridian of India, or is the longitude that divides the country of India into two parts. Why is it so important? The Indian Standard Time is based on this longitude. So the entire time of India is based on the 82.5 degree east longitude. Now let's talk about the extent of India. India is the 7th largest country in the world. After Russia, which is the first largest country, then Canada, China, the United States of America, Brazil, Australia, and at the 7th place is India. How vast is it? It has a total area of 32,87,263 square kilometers. And what percent of the world's land does India occupy? Just 2.42%. The east to west extent of India is over 2,933 kilometers, east to west. And from north to south, it is 3,214 kilometers. So north to south is more than east to west. Students, the next topic we would be learning is the frontiers. What is the meaning of frontiers? Frontiers means borders of India. India shares land border with some countries. It also shares water boundaries with some countries. The Indian land boundary is about 15,200 kilometers. Now, are these boundaries natural or are they man-made? Well, they are mostly natural. Like for instance, between India and China, we have the natural frontier of the Himalayan mountains. The mainland of India has water frontier of about how many kilometers, you guess? 6,100 kilometers. When we add the boundary of Andaman and Nicobar Islands as well, then the total comes to 7,516.6 kilometers. The Arabian Sea in the west, the Bay of Bengal in the east, and the Indian Ocean in the south are the water frontiers of India. They are also natural frontiers just like the Himalayas.